Vincent Van Gogh, people told him, you can't be a great painter, you only have one ear. You know what he said? I can't hear you.
Listening to Sippin' Sports, a Phillies sports talk morning show with KJ and Dalt. Proudly powered by 302 Birds. Let's take it to the show.
Oh, don't mind me here. Just taking down what a disgrace of a baseball team is right now. Taking this down. Dead October. Freaking wasting my time. I can't even get. Probably stab my toe later, but I don't care. This is how much business give me happiness. I will live on this forever. I don't care. Even though we suck right now, I don't care. But yeah, that's how I feel about that freaking baseball team. A joke of a baseball team. I'll probably stab my toe later with a thumbtack, and it will go through my skin. But I don't care. That's how infuriating this team makes me anyway. So you know what? Screw it. But yeah.
I had on the Ozzy Osbourne in the background, no more tears, because that's literally how I would say we all feel about the Phillies in October. Yeah. It's been, 4 years now of the same result. 2022 was an amazing, amazing year for the Phillies, but since then, they have not been able to get back the juice. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Sip and Sports Podcast. Dalton, 302 Birds, KJ from 302 Birds here. Don't know if Ryan's going to jump on or not. Hopefully he does. If not, no worries at all. But we got an awesome show. And if you guys want to call in, if you guys want to be a part of the show, now's your chance. Call in anytime. 302-316-4848. That's 302-316-4848. And let's get into our first topic, which is get Dombrowski out of here. Doing the same things over and over. And it's at the hand of this guy's leadership. I think that Middleton needs to make a change.
Oh, yeah. There were a lot of changes that needed to be done. And that needed to happen in the staff room. That needed to happen with the coaches. And guess what? The head honcho himself, Dombrowski, and you can also say Middleton, think, you know what? Let's run it back with the same guys, the same staff. And probably they're going to do the same thing with the same players. Maybe a couple players will be gone. But honestly, the same approach, the same coaching mentality will be implemented into next season, which is infuriating and freaking diabolical of the Phillies. This makes no sense at all why they are doing this. Like, how do you not fire Kevin Long? Like, yes, like I get in the regular season. I mean, this team had 95 wins, and they were the number one seed. But then guess what happens? Or I think they were the number 2 seed. Then they were number 2 seed. But guess what happens? The bats come out cold, and we can't get them going in the postseason somehow. With all from what I saw yesterday in Seattle with the Mariners, right now, Mariners fans, I'm happy for Luke right now. I'm happy for our buddy Luke. Because he gets to watch a team right there that you got the fans that they have your back right there. I mean, that was just like the link. I mean, the bank. The problem was, though, here's the difference, though. The players, though, didn't have our backs. They didn't at all. They tried to say they did. But the Seattle Mariners players, here's the difference. They had the fans back. They thanked the fans. They're like, we fed off the energy. The Phillies said they were going to feed off the energy of us. They said that before the postseason. Schwarber said it. Bryce Harper said it. A bunch of other players said that. Trey Turner as well. They wanted to feed off the energy from the fans. There was energy there, but guess what? Not energy from the bats. And I could go on for hours about how fraudulent they were this postseason and how disappointing it was because we had their backs. They didn't have ours. And the Mariners are a perfect example of a team right now that has their fans back and they are feeding off the energy of the crowd. And that's a beautiful thing because that could have been us. And that could have been a really great World Series. The Phillies and the Mariners. Think about that. That would have been a World Series that baseball wants to see. I don't want to see the Mariners lose to the Dodgers. No one does. But honestly, it might happen. And unfortunately, it's because the Phillies had to screw up baseball, and that's what's going on. I could just go on for hours, Dalt. Seriously, like it's so freaking painful. It really is.
I feel your pain because it's like Dombrowski, as they call him on WIP, which I think is the appropriate term. He just really doesn't have a direction for this team. And like I said, if you guys want to call in 302-316-4848 is the number. Let us know. Phone line is hot right now. Let's see who's going to call in.
Let's go.
But yeah, it's like questionable. It's a questionable decision because the Phillies are in the same position every year. And at the end of the day, this is the guy that keeps saying, well, give it time. Well, give it time. Keep this guy here. Keep this guy there. Keep this there. Keep this the same. Do this. Do that. It hasn't worked. Right. Philly Rob hasn't worked. Kevin Long hasn't worked. Bryce Harper the past year hasn't been Bryce. Kyle Schwarber, amazing during the regular season. Historic during the regular season.
Yeah.
But when we get to the postseason, him, Trey Turner, Harper, and a lot of the other guys really did not show up.
Well, game 3, though, I will say for Kyle Schwarber.
Game 3, yes.
That was maybe that could have been a turning point right there for the Phillies, and they should have rode that wave.
The team should have rode that wave with him, yeah.
And for some reason, they just couldn't. And they couldn't replicate what was going on in that game again. And it was not like the Dodgers were pitching a gem out there. They really weren't. Just the Phillies just were beating themselves. And that's what really just sucks about this series. And it honestly hurts more than when we lost the Diamondbacks in 2023. It hurts way more because it's not like what Shohei Ohtani is doing right now for the Dodgers. Apparently, he had like 3 home runs last night. And they murdered the Brewers. They've been murdering the Brewers. They're about to sweep them. And we didn't see that against us. Shohei Ohtani was nowhere to be found. We were striking him out. Sanchez was giving him some problems. Jesus Luzardo was giving him some problems. So we definitely had him really rattled out there. And to have a guy like that who is so freaking, he is a generational talent. Shohei Ohtani is insane. He is the modern day Babe Ruth. He's a pitcher and he can also hit as well. That's something you don't see. So for him to be now heating up now, and we had him on his back, like that was a great time to strike. We didn't do it. So, and it's funny because Dombrowski's like, well, the Dodgers are a great team. Yeah, they are a great team. But guess what? You weren't playing really that great team, really. You were not playing that dominant team right there. They were not showing that dominance. And you had chances of striking them. So that's why it's so infuriating. It really is.
It is. I get it. I totally get it. And the team's just stuck. They don't seem to get out of it. They don't seem to want to get out of it. They may fire Kevin Long. Cool. You're going to lose Kyle Schwarber, the only guy that can get momentum when nobody else has it. So
they're not going to fire him because they've already said that his job's safe. They said all the staff, their jobs are safe right now, which is infuriating. So he's not getting fired. No. I don't know if you heard that, but that is not.
That's why I'm reacting.
Yeah, no, all the staff, literally Dombrowski came out and said, and Thompson came out as well and said, all the staff is safe. None of the staff, we are not making any staff moves. And that's where I know that this is not going to be like, it might be a great season next season, guys. And we'll get actually, you know what? And clip this all you want. I will not be excited because I will know what's coming. I'm not going to get stuck in that mousetrap of the Phillies in the postseason, that Red October mousetrap. I'm not doing it. And I suggest if you are smart, if you actually have a brain and realize the deja vu that we've been going through, that you don't fall for that mousetrap as well. Because that's what's going to happen. They're going to get your hopes up, and you're going to be like, Red October, well, my red, la, 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 la. Ring the bell, blah, 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 blah. And then no, guess what will happen? They will make it dead October, and you will be dead. Your soul will be dead. And that's what right now, my soul is freaking dead. It is dead.
I get it, dude. I feel the
but
same exact way.
yeah.
I think we all do. You're right.
Yeah.
They make us believe just to let us down. And if you guys want to talk Phillies, we can get back to it, where we'll definitely, bounce around on the show. But I know you were excited about VJ Edgecombe as soon as this guys came to Philly, and he had a dominant pre-debut. So I'll let you start with this as the traditional Sixers guy.
He definitely did. I wasn't able to watch the game because I was actually broadcasting some ABA games, but what VJ Edgecombe, what I saw from him, the highlights, I mean, it was insane. It was like watching, we were playing the Timberwolves, and it was like watching another Anthony Edwards 2.0. And I know it's preseason, but the kid looked good. The kid looked really good. 34 minutes, 26 points. He was 10 for 18, but that's not bad. He was 2 from 6 from 3, and he had 6 rebounds and 3 assists. So he had a great game. He really did. And I'm excited for this kid. I'm really excited to see this kid really gel with this team. And hopefully he can really kind of get the injury curse out of here. And we could kind of start and we kind of turn a new page because this kid's dominant. This kid is something special. I mean, just the authority he shows on a dunk is just insane. So really excited to see this kid just develop and really grow with a great point guard in Tyrese Maxey. So, and I know a lot of people are probably like, oh, well, the Sixers are like the equivalent of the Phillies right now. I mean, you really could compare them, of course. But I mean, the thing is right now, though, the difference is they're playing some of their young players, and the Phillies aren't. So we got a call, though. Let's see who it is. Oh, here we go. The Moose.
Morning, Moose.
I had trouble getting you guys up on my screen. I was jumping off YouTube on the Facebook.
Hey, well, we appreciate you dual casting us, man. That helps our stream out a lot. So thanks for watching us on 2 different platforms.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah. You know me. I'll jump all over the place. Whatever.
Hey, how are you feeling? I saw your comment, Dombrowski, dumbass Browski, I think you called him, which cracked me up.
Well, I was on Howard Eskin's thing this morning, his podcast with him, and it's nonsense, same old shit. I mean, he had to do the press conference, because it's you're supposed to do it, but it's a dog and pony show. He's reading a script from last year. Actually, somebody, I was listening to WIP a little while ago, and I don't know who's on this morning, but they were saying he did really good. He said all the right things. He didn't lie, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like,
yeah.
It was freaking boring, and he was saying the same old, same old.
Well, how do you, it's the same. He's feeding us the same crap every year. And at some point, Philly fans, our radar goes off, and we're like, okay, this is not what you promised. You are under-delivering on the product. The team, it disappoints us every October, right? You weren't happy this year, right, Bruce?
I was irate. And then because of course, it happened on the day the Eagles lost to the State of Giants. So it kind of made me even more angry with the Phillies.
That was a very depressing day.
Look at it right now. The Dodgers killed the Brewers.
Yep.
The Philly series, it isn't like they beat the shit out of us. There were close games, and the 3 games the Dodgers won. Yep. And then the 1 game that was a blowout, we did that.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. How the Dodgers, that's what's so infuriating. And I think out of all the losses we've had in this postseason, this is probably the most infuriating because you had the defending champions in the Dodgers, who are usually dominant as heck, but somehow they became a wild card team. They were able to slip in, and they weren't dominant at all. You were exactly right. They were not dominant. Shohei Ohtani, we had him rattled, and that is something that you don't really see. He was striking out. Jesus Luzardo, Sanchez got him. A bunch of our the pitching was not a problem at all in our series at all. not a problem. The hitting is what the problem was, and the confidence was the problem. And I was saying this too, Moose. One thing that I'm right now watching is the Mariners series, because I'm loving what I'm seeing from that, because that could have been the Phillies. The fans out there, they're embracing the players, and the players are giving it back to them, and they're scoring runs. The Phillies, we had the fans, we had their back. We did the whole everything. We were making the bank all loud and everything like that. But did the Phillies have our backs? No. The Bats did not have our backs at all. Bryce Harper saying, I want to see a World Series parade. But you want to see something, but guess what? Right now, honestly, it's a mirage to you. That's a mirage. That's not reality.
They're like, I'm starting to call them the Sixers, because and the Sixers are going to stink this year, and they're frauds. Because, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want to jump around, but you put the two teams together, okay, and it's the same shit, Let's have a good regular season, because now I don't believe the Sixers are. But anyway, and then let's get into the playoffs and come up short. Let's have our guys that are getting paid money.
I mean, they got this kid VJ Edgecombe, though. I think honestly, if they can really try and figure out this kid VJ Edgecombe, which I think he's going to be really good. I think if he could stay healthy, this could be. And then if Embiid is out of the picture, which I'm hoping, we could be saved. I'm telling you that. So if he's out of the picture, we could be saved. We could.
I don't trust that organization as far as I could throw it.
Yeah.
It's been too many years. It's process nonsense.
Yeah.
I don't like the
process nonsense. That's a fucking T-shirt waiting to happen.
He's not wrong.
An idiot.
He's not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway.
That is one of the best. Sorry to interrupt you, Moose. I just lost it backstage laughing my ass off. That's a T-shirt waiting to happen, bro. You got to sell that. Processed nonsense. That is one of the best quotes we've ever had on 302 Birds.
That is pretty good.
Go. Processed nonsense. You're a fucking genius.
Processed nonsense.
I think I've heard that before, but
I've never heard that one.
We'll say the Moose made it, so we'll say the Moose.
I like the tone Moose used with it too. Moose used it correctly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I tell you, you guys are breaking up bad, man.
Oh, really?
Hold on.
How about now?
Hold on. I'm still on, right?
Yeah, you're of course. Still on. You're still here.
All right. Maybe it's my headset. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Moose, what do you think about the Birds tomorrow, though?
What's that?
What do you think about the Birds tomorrow?
What do I think? Well, here's what I think.
Yeah,
they need to go in there and win. They need to win. Of course, they need to win. Of course, I'm going to say that.
Right.
We do not want to get beat by Carson Wentz. Number one.
Yes. Number
two, we don't want to lose 3 in a row. Number three, the rest of the division stinks, so we need to start taking advantage of that. And where am I at? Number 4 or 5 or whatever the next point I'm going to make is.
4.
You got the stinking Buccaneers at 5-1.
Yep.
And you don't want them to start blowing too far ahead. And we did beat them, but and you know what? I actually got Giants fans from different things I go on trying to tell me they're going to beat us in next week. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you dopes? I mean, come on now. We're not going to get swept by the Giants. I said, if we get swept by the Giants, I'll freaking admit I'm wrong. I'll run around. I'll buy everybody freaking lunch and whatever,
Oh, gee. You hear that? Oh,
I really hope we don't get swept by the Giants now, Moose, for your wallet's sake.
Yeah. Now, the Phillies, let's see what they do. It's nonsense. The Sixers, whatever. Right now, I need our Eagles to freaking.
Flyers, I mean, we'll see what happens with the Flyers.
Well, I'll look at the Flyers in January.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Right, because it's only October. But they actually don't piss me off. I believe they're trying to do the right things. They're not frauds. They're not trying to get people to buy seats. That's the only reason why JoJo Boy played freaking the other night. They want to convince you he's going to be back and ready to go and sell tickets. The Sixers are despicable. That organization's despicable. That's my. If you want to get me revved up, we'll talk about them, because that out of all the sports teams in this city, and the Phillies are getting close to being there. with this bullshit. I don't care if you win not. It makes me think, yeah, you won 96 games. Good for you.
Yeah.
You might as well go home when the season's over because all you're going to do is go to the playoffs and come up small.
Yeah.
And
what do you
Harvard,
think about?
I'm not.
Yeah.
What's that?
What do you think about the whole Red October? Like, you agree that this Red October crap is just stupid? That's dead.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it no more. It's fuck all
dead.
that.
It's dead October.
I don't want to hear it no more.
It's dead. I swear. I agree. It's dead October. And next season, when we are in the postseason, I think me and you should be outside of Citizens Bank Park, and we should hold up signs saying, "Okay, get your hopes up, waste your money. It's dead October. It's dead October." And we can have
exactly. 100%. I'm in there. I'm on that with you.
We'll have skulls and everything like that.
Looks like I'll join you guys.
Join them out.
And the thing is,
you want to have. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is,
disappointment,
like,
go enjoy dead October because we will be dead soon.
Yeah, that stupid song. I'm glad I didn't play that stupid song. There's still dopes out there that like that freaking song. And that had been the most dumbest freaking song that a team would use to rally around.
Wait.
They don't even know what the hell it means. I know what it means.
Wait, what is this song say in it? I'm trying to think. What does this song go like?
Dude, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, man. It's dancing on my own.
Yeah, who the fuck wants to? That's not a winner's song. Yeah, I hear you.
On my own.
And then
definitely are dancing on.
They had the Durantula song a little bit that was going on, and that was cool. And we thought that the Durantula era was going to kind of turn around this team. They said that they didn't want to use the song. It was a whole catastrophe. And the way that the Phillies went about this postseason throughout the regular season, throughout the offseason last year, and once again, I said it on the Phillies postgame show, say it again. Shout out to Philly Shardy and shout out to Chaos Chris because they both called it as soon as the regular season started. They said, I'm not trying to be negative, but this team has no hope. And I was like, maybe they do. I fell for it. I fell for the kryptonite. Just
you in the mousetrap.
Philadelphians. But
they won 96.
They knew.
They won 96 games, but they weren't an exciting 96 wins.
Yes, very well said. They were stressful, up and down. I got to really tune into the second half. And thanks again to Chris and Shardy for supporting on the first half of the season because we had other events. We had other stuff going on, like our fundraiser that we do. But long story short, I got to watch the second half of the season a lot and really kind of study this Phillies team. And Moose, you are 100% right. That wasn't a convincing, dominating, powerful regular season. They may have had the party, been the best team in baseball. We thought Wheeler may have had his 1,000th strikeout. Schwarber may have had the 4 home run game. Durantula's debut. There were so many memories. The first home run of the day on Schwarber for the season of 2020. Like, so many moments that were there.
And just to piss it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that all means nothing.
Yep.
If you can't do shit in October, because the whole idea of that marathon of a season is to get to October and go to the World Series. Now sit there and lay a freaking egg. You lay in a freaking egg. And Bryce Harper looked like all season like he didn't even want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not ripping him, but I'm telling you right now. I think he has 6 years left on his contract.
Yeah.
And I know he's had a newborn, and he has little kids at home. He had a new baby, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But you're getting paid a lot of freaking money, boy, to freaking sit there and hit home runs and to get hits and to come up big. He's not a leader on that team. He doesn't want to be the leader. He's not that type of guy. Okay. So who's the leader on that team? Who's the guy that put some boots to ass in that locker room?
Yeah, they really don't. I mean,
if it's anybody, it's Kyle.
It could be him. But the problem, though, was that and they kind of said this at the beginning, that this team doesn't have a pure leader. They don't have a guy who will and honestly, too, the problem is because you have a manager, too, that doesn't get mad or doesn't stick up for his players at times. Thompson is just pathetic. I mean, he definitely is pathetic. And I know people are like, oh, well, you made the postseason like 4 times in a row. Here's a problem, though. Like, there's been so many times where Thompson has not stuck up for his players, and he definitely has been silent. And he's just doing the same. Like, right now, he's being brainwashed by Dombrowski right now to just say a lot of this stuff like, oh, we still have a good group of players right now, and I believe in the core. It's like you believe in the core, but then guess what? Do you believe in them when it comes down to October, when it gets a little bit chillier, and when it really comes down to it, when it is the postseason and you are trying to go for a World Series, but then you just say, oh, yeah, wait, how did we lose? The Dodgers beat us. Well, yeah, but they didn't beat you convincingly. They didn't kill you like they're murdering. They are murdering the Brewers right now, but they didn't murder us. No,
they didn't. It was nothing. I mean, how many? All 3 games the Dodgers won. It was nothing all the way at like 7th freaking.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And I kept saying, I kept saying, damn it, you got to do something because the more it's tied up, or there's no run scored, they're going to come out and they're going to get the key base hits. They're going to put runners on base, and they're going to score that way.
Yeah.
They're not going to sit there and bash home runs on you. You people want to get up there and smash home runs and swing and shit in the dirt and not take pitches. They had Otani on the ropes. Okay, he threw in the first inning of that game, or first or second inning, I think he was up to 40-something pitches. So what did he do? Instead of making him throw more pitches and getting the hell out of the game, let's start swinging at bullshit. And that's been their problem this year, last year, the year before. And I was talking to Howard Eskin about this. I said, all right, is it Kevin Long's fault? He said, no, it's the players. He can only show them so much. They've got to want to do this stuff.
I think it's everybody. I think everybody's to blame right now, and they had a shot and they blew it once again. And it's crazy to think
the window's closed.
The first time that we made it to the postseason, and I believe it was like 12 seasons, or it was one of the records or whatever back in 2022. We made it to a World Series. We had that miraculous run. I think we've talked about this too before. This bye week in baseball for us, I don't think for other teams, but for us, sucks. And we cannot win it. We cannot go far in the postseason if we have a bye week. So it just hurts us. And that's a problem because that's definitely.
I think the whole system.
It definitely is
the
a
whole
problem.
system needs to be redone.
It does. It needs to be redone. They need to play some of the young players. And they need to figure this out because now we have these these deadbeat contracts of Trey Turner. I mean, don't get me wrong. Trey Turner, he was the hitting leader in the MLB. But the problem was, though, that there's so many times where we need him to be in the clutch, and he's not. He's nowhere to be found. He is nowhere to be found.
Oh, absolutely.
And in the World Baseball Classic, when we signed him, we just signed him from the Dodgers, he literally got that crazy grand slam. So we're thinking to ourselves, holy crap, we got Trey Turner. This is going to be great. And then he couldn't even this season. I think he maybe hit 2 home runs, maybe 1 at Citizens Bank Park. And he's the one who was saying we feed off the energy from the fans. The fans showed you so much energy this season, and you could only hit 1 or 2 home runs. Like, what are you doing? Like, get out of your head.
I'll tell you what I noticed about him. Yeah. He looks disinterested when he's up there.
Yeah, I agree. He does.
And, I don't know what goes through these guys' heads. They're getting paid this money. They're getting paid a lot of money because they're the best at what they do. And and they come up short. How hard is it to play baseball the way it's supposed to be? You put the ball in play, you get men on base, and that's how you score runs. You can't just sit there and play home run derby for 9 minutes.
Yeah.
It's okay. And they actually have the attitude. What I hear is it's okay if we get all these strikeouts as long as we hit X amount of home runs. Well, dude, it's like preaching. You know what I mean? It's just.
Yeah.
They're going to do things their freaking way, and I'm going to tell you right now, the window's closing, and let's see what happens in the off season.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do. I don't think they're going to be able to keep Schwarber. So
I think Schwarber. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do with Kyle Schwarber because I feel like
people like the Mets. They're going to want him. People like the Dodgers who have money out their ass.
I think the Reds are going to be one of the most one of the best suitors for him right now. Him being from that area, I think definitely plays a part, and he definitely might be choosing them. The Dodgers, honestly, don't be surprised if they get him. Don't be. I mean, I'll say anybody.
They got the money.
Yeah, because it'll be in like, I mean, if you can't beat them, join them. That's what could probably happen at this point, unfortunately.
Well, they're going to win the World Series probably. So I mean, you know,
I want the
whatever.
Mariners to beat them so bad. I want the Mariners to win so freaking bad. So
that'd be great. That'd be great.
Luke.
Yeah. So
Our buddy Luke's a Mariners fan. That's why we say that.
But my baseball season's done. I'm not watching anymore. After I don't give a fuck now. I shut it down. You know, once our teams are out, I couldn't care less. You gotta step.
That was definitely me in 2023 when we lost the Diamondbacks and we had the Phillies backs. To think of this, all these 4 seasons, and after the freaking Astros World Series, to think after that World Series. And we're still in the postseason. The 3 next times we don't go to the World Series and win one. It honestly is sad. It's sad. It's really freaking sad.
It pisses me off.
Yeah, we should have.
We're going backwards.
Series out
we're going
of
backwards,
and we don't. And we definitely would have. I've said this to Dalton, and I've said this so many times. We would have murdered the Texas Rangers in 2023. We would have murdered them. And that infuriates me as well. But I think honestly, there wasn't too many dominating teams right now in the MLB we could have had a really good series with the Mariners. I mean, in the World Series, but we'll never know. I mean, as Kanye West said, I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know.
That was good timing, KJ. Hey, Moose. I got one more question. I'm tired of talking about the Phillies.
I'm about to shoot.
I want to ask you about tomorrow. I'm really excited to see you. You're coming to our watch party at Founding Brothers. We're going to have a great time watching the game together as we did at Chesapeake Inn. We're going to have some good people there too. But what are you most excited for about the game against Carson Wentz and the Vikings tomorrow?
No, what I want to see is I want to see our defense get after them.
We have to.
I want to see them. Let's get some sacks. We don't have hardly no damn sacks this year.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get. For some reason, I got all this background chatter on my ear pods. I don't know why.
No, you're good. You're good.
But it's I want to see us get a good pass rush. I mean, we're lacking sacks. Let's get in there. Let's hit that guy. Because if we hit him, he'll get rattled. And I don't want. Shit, man, my ear pods. I'm hearing myself there. Okay.
You're all good. No worries. Well, Moose.
But
We'll wrap it up close to here just so you don't hear that echo much. If you could say one more thing in 30 seconds or less about the game tomorrow, what would you say?
I'd say we got to go out there. We got to run the ball. We got to get creative. We got to put pressure and hit Carson Wentz, put him in the ground, and don't give him an opportunity to beat us. Because damn well he wants to beat us. So let's go out there. Let's get it going. Let's do it, and let's win this thing.
Let's do it.
Well, Moose, as
sticking around, you know.
Well, Moose, as our good old buddy Mickey once said from Rocky, go out there and do it.
That's right. Go out there and do it. Quit talking the talk, AJ Brown. Go out there and catch some balls. Get off social media. Quit bitching. Get out there. Support your quarterback. It's a team effort. When you lose,
Bruce, I freaking love
loses.
you, man. Keep calling in. I hope you have a beautiful Saturday, and I'm excited as hell to see you tomorrow, man.
I will see you tomorrow, and if anybody else is listening to this beautiful podcast, which there should be at least 1 million people listening to this every time you're on here, and that's our goal, you better be down at Founding Brothers tomorrow, Newark, Delaware, see the 302 Birds, watch the Eagles rip and smash the Vikings, and see the Moose.
See the Moose. We'll be excited to see the Moose. Thanks, Moose. Have a good Saturday.
We'll be loose.
Make sure you guys get out there tomorrow. Me, KJ, 302 Birds, the Moose, Dean Landowski. Other people are coming. It's going to be an exciting event.
Lincoln
And make
Logs,
sure
I believe.
you have on the right colors.
Yeah.
Make sure you have on green.
No purple. No purple.
No
If
purple allowed. You got purple, you're not allowed in the building.
Moose will throw you in a trash can.
Yes, he will. But now calling into the show, Freddie.
Freddie!
Yo, good morning, Frat.
What's up? Good morning. I just wanted to call in real quick because I'm about to go out in a little bit.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about, Frat?
I can't really talk about the Phillies. I can't really talk about the Phillies because
There we go. There we go. See, you've see what you've done, Phillies? You've destroyed Fratty. I can't forgive you, Phillies. I cannot forgive you.
Real quick, I just wanted to talk about Shohei Ohtani. I hate all these Bryce Harper lovers out there, and I have a Harper jersey myself. I'd rather have Shohei Ohtani in my baseball team than Bryce Harper.
Oh,
wow!
Of course.
Hate to throw.
It makes sense, though. Dual player.
Shohei, the difference between him and Harper
Oh,
they always talk about wanting to win a championship. Shohei, do you really hear Shohei Ohtani saying those things every interview? You don't. Ohtani lets things happen naturally, and that's why they keep going to World Series.
Yeah.
This is the second straight year, and I think the Dodgers have taken it all again.
Yeah, I really hope
the Phillies
the Mariners can beat them. I really hope the Mariners can beat them. And it's going to be their first World Series appearance, too. So that's going to be really cool for the Mariners. And I really want them to win. I think the whole, if you're not a Dodgers fan, I think everybody is going to be rooting for the Mariners. Because if you're not, then you know what? You're going to see a dynasty of the Dodgers. And this is sad. And we said this before, Frat. We were the team that had the pieces. We had the pitching, and we honestly had the hitters, but the hitters didn't show up to beat the Dodgers. And we were close to doing that. And the first game really showed that this was going to go down. This was going to be a dead October. Freddie, I know that we always were talking, me and you were always talking about Red October, and we were always excited for it. Can we come to agreement that next season, and I talked to Moose about this, when the postseason comes around, me, you, Moose, and whoever else wants to join us can stand outside of Citizens Bank Park with Dead October signs, and we can say, get your hopes up. Get your hopes up, because guess what? They're going to crap on you. They're going to piss on you, and that's what's going to happen. It's Dead October. I don't want to hear about Red October anymore. I'm done.
Listen, I think it's false hope, and I honestly, if you want to be real honest, I saw Rome yesterday. I was talking to him for a good bout of time.
Yeah, you saw Rome. That's right.
About the not about that, but about how we're going to beat the Dodgers. If the Dodgers keeps looking like this, and they somehow they come up more clutch offensively in the round earlier than they did against us, Dodgers are going to be an unbeatable team. If their offense isn't working, their pitching is, and they outdueled us except for that one game pitching wise, and their offense was clutch. Oscar Hernandez was clutch in that one game because of Rob Thompson's mistakes. So as long as we're making mistakes, I don't see how any NL team can stop this Los Angeles Dodgers dynasty. And it's sad to say, but it's realistic that the Dodgers have an organization that wants to win. That really wants to win. They're a very, very close baseball team. The Phillies aren't even close. They aren't even close to even on the Los Angeles Dodgers level. And I'll tell you one thing: the Dodgers do end up winning back-to-back, just like what the Eagles did with Kansas City. Even though we both can't face each other in the World Series, I think it's the Phillies' job to possibly stop the three-peat if that's the case from them in their tracks.
They have to.
And
they have to. And they got to make moves. I mean, here's the problem, though. I mean,
they don't make any moves that are going to be in the same spot, especially if Kyle Schwarber walks. There's no way that this team gets better without not making any moves. And if Kyle
Freddie, I'll ask you this. What do you think about Dombrowski and Thompson saying that they are bringing back the same staff, including Kevin Long? What do you think about that?
It's just horrible. I mean, this team doesn't want no change. And I'm just disgusted anymore with them. I think next year
That might be another quote right there. It's horrible, Fratty, on the Phillies bringing back
Yeah.
Dombrowski and Thompson. It's horrible, period. One word.
Well, no, they
think
had to bring back
we'll be
Dombrowski. It's just Dombrowski bringing back and Thompson bringing back these the staff members and thinking that, you know what, though, we have great staff members and we're doing a good thing here, which they are in the regular season. But in the postseason, which they've shown already, they're not doing a good job. They are not. They have these players acting like ostriches, and they have their heads in the ground, and they're swinging at pitches at the ground. That's what they're doing, in the dirt. And their heads are in the dirt right now.
I'm going to say this before I tell you what I think for the Eagles, because I got to go in a minute or two. But what's his name? They got to figure it out, because if they don't figure it out, they're going to be another second round exit again next year. They won't make the World Series. Now, here's my thing. If we don't match up against the LA and we face this Milwaukee team who struggled, if they're the same team, we can make the NLCS. The problem is if we can't get paid, if these other teams like Cincinnati improves this year, we're in trouble. I'm telling you, Cincinnati, the Cubs make some moves. It's going to be much tougher. Like, think about it. The Phillies, I think, were honestly the second best National League team this year. But I still rank the Dodgers ahead of them. I still think the Dodgers they're the best baseball team in the National League, and they made the World Series. So think about it. The Phillies could have beat the Milwaukee Brewers the way the Brewers looked. The Brewers couldn't even. We scored more runs against the Dodgers in 4 games than the Brewers did.
Yeah, it's infuriating.
So I'm done with the first round bye stuff. I hope the Phillies don't get the first round bye next year. I hope not. I hope we're not matched up against LA, because if we're matched up against LA, say LA has an off year and they don't, and say San Diego wins the division, we're in trouble already. But even in the best of the party.
Yeah, you're right.
Definitely is. I mean, we were the team that looked like we could definitely put up a fight against the Dodgers. And the Dodgers, literally, we said this too. Shohei Ohtani was not looking like he's looking right now against the Brewers. Right now, he's looking like the Shohei Ohtani of usual. But when he was playing the Phillies, the fans had him rattled and the pitchers had him rattled. So right there is a perfect opportunity for your bats to wake up. For Bryce Harper to wake up. For Nick Castellanos to wake up. Trey Turner to wake up. I mean, what else do you need to wake up? Do you need more money? No, we are not going to give you more money, because right now you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Go sit in the corner. Go sit in the corner and think about what you freaking have done. All right. Honestly, that's how this is. And I mean, like, I hate to be like this, but I it's just so infuriating when you see right now how the Dodgers they're getting so lucky. I mean, they got so lucky in that series. In our series, it's so infuriating. I think I will ask you this, Friday. I think out of all of the losses that we've had in these 4 postseasons, I even think even in the 2022 World Series, I think this is even more devastating than the 2022 World Series and losing in the World Series to the Astros. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they get passed. Honestly, the Phillies get passed in 2022. They weren't expected to make it to the World Series in 2022. Yeah. They get passed in 2022. It was more 2023 to 2025, because they shouldn't have blown that lead against Arizona team like that. Because we were technically the better team, but Arizona was just resilient that year. The only team we've really beat the last 4 years from the NL West in the postseason, if I'm correct, is the Padres, I think.
Yeah.
We lost to
Yeah. That was a fun series. I'll tell you what, 2022 it was.
That was fun.
The Phillies are going down.
Together
Yellow and brown.
That's what's it.
Yeah, that was horrible. But hey,
I loved everything about that year. But anyway, 2026, we got hosting the All-Star game. We're playing the Field of Dreams game.
That's true.
We're getting a lot of VIP treatment this year in 2026. But is that going to really go us going to Iowa and us going hosting the All-Star game? Am I believing the hype that it will convert to a World Series? I don't think I'm believing that hype. I'm sorry.
I agree, Fred.
I'm sorry. Maybe me not believing the hype will mean something good, but we'll see. I'm not talking about the Phillies.
I say we try it out. I say we try and be like total haters on the Phillies and we try and doubt them as much as we can. And then you know what, though? Just to sacrifice it, and we'll sacrifice it for that. So I'm in, Frat. I'm in. And as long as if they make us excited, don't get me wrong, we'll celebrate, but we're still gonna be like, yeah, you know what? We're gonna lose the next game. We're gonna lose the next game. We'll lose the rest of the series.
Anyway,
we got to do that. We have to.
I just want to get an Eagles for because I have to go in a minute.
Yep.
Take the Eagles. Vikings game's gonna be a really good game. I think that we might win them more. I don't know. I'm just concerned. We have to figure out we have to stop Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and their tight ends because they have a good offense down there in Minnesota. Their offense isn't bad. Then you got to worry about the running back too, which our running defense is better than the passing defense. It seems like, but I'm not concerned about it. I think we could shut down Jordan Mason more. Guys, I'm not concerned about that, but I'm concerned about our corners not stopping Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and just because he's Carson Wentz. And I'm not what's the name? Carson Wentz getting just think about it real quick, and I'm going to leave it. I'm going to start to close it out in a minute. Carson Wentz, think about it. If Carson Wentz didn't get hurt in 2017 against the Los Angeles Rams, right? And he looked like the elite quarterback he was, there would be no Jalen Hurts.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right.
That's just more of the story of that. So I'm going to leave you on that note. I think whoever wins the game will be a high-scoring game in the war.
Yeah.
30s.
Brady, we appreciate you, man. Have a good one, bro.
You see you, Frat.
See you, Frat.
See ya.
I'll say this going off of that. I don't know that Carson Wentz would have won against Tom Brady.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
I agree.
I don't know that that was something that only, I'm going to say it, sorry guys, Big Dick Nick could have done. Like that was something only Nick Foles. It was like almost the unpredictable factor that was to Nick Foles' benefit, if that makes any sense. It was a backup QB, Eli Manning. You know, it's the QBs that you don't expect that are
Eli wasn't a backup though.
Kryptonite.
Yeah.
Somebody like Carson Wentz, who's been the MVP all year, been balling out, young buck. What happened in the Super Bowl when Brady played against Mahomes? Brady smacked Mahomes, you know, and so did the Bucs defense. That was partially because of the Bucs defense. But I'm just saying, in my opinion, I do think what Fratty's saying has some truth. I get that. Like, I don't know that Jalen would be an Eagle or that Carson would have left the team. I think a lot of things could have shaken out differently. And Carson's confidence probably would have been a lot different too. That's the biggest thing. Confidence is very important in life for whatever you do. If you're not feeling good about yourself or if you're not enjoying what you do, don't do it. Life's short. So I think Carson, it's not that he doesn't enjoy what he does. It's that he's not as confident in himself and he doesn't believe that he can do it. And then you see these mistakes translate on the field. So I'll say this. NFL scriptwriters, bravo. Bravo. Because this is a elite game, elite script tomorrow. Carson Wentz grows up a Vikings fan. His childhood team he is now playing for with a new opportunity and one of the best wide receivers in the NFL at his disposal being
that could have been ours. Yeah.
Ironically enough, a pick that the Eagles muffed on a couple years prior. And who does he play tomorrow? The Eagles, who have their backs against the wall, the knife's against our neck right now. 0-2 in our past 2 games, down on ourselves, not feeling confident in ourselves. But guess what? Carson Wentz has that opportunity tomorrow to beat down the Eagles and get revenge. And the best part is, he's not going to do it. He's not going to fucking do it. There's no way, because we know the kind of guy that Carson Wentz is when pressure is on him. And not to mention, on top of all that, he played for the Chiefs last year, and he had to watch Jalen Hurts, his replacement, win a Super Bowl with his team and a lot of his former teammates. So I do also feel for Carson Wentz. I love Carson Wentz. I think Carson Wentz has handled this whole situation honestly perfectly. For real. Props where props is due. The only time I think Carson maybe didn't handle it well was the year after the Super Bowl where that animosity was towards Nick Foles. And I get some of it. It sucks watching that guy win the Super Bowl with your team. But football is a team sport. and you need to be bought into the team, because if you're not, you're going to rub other guys in the locker room the wrong way, and that's what happened. You hear Alshon Jeffrey years later say that he's a selfish player. You hear, other guys in the locker room say, well, he had his circles. I think Golden Tate said that. He had his relationships that he had. It's like, oh, okay,
Right.
maybe Carson Wentz wasn't the, social butterfly of the locker room we thought that he was. I think he handles his interviews really well. I think he's a good person and a good man. I just think it didn't work out with the Birds, and I think he has an exceptional opportunity tomorrow in front of him. But do I think he's going to capitalize on it? No. Do I think that the Eagles are going to capitalize on this opportunity at Lincoln Financial Field North? Yeah. It's the first stadium we won a Super Bowl. Come on.
Yeah.
So I do think that the Eagles should get the job done. Sorry to go on a tangent and a
No,
rant.
of
I
course.
wanted to get out some points.
Oh, it's all good. No, I mean, that definitely was a good tangent. And yeah, I think Friday does bring up a really good point. If you think about it like this, I mean, could Wentz have been a Super Bowl champion actually playing? Could he have won a Super Bowl for the Birds that year? I don't know. I mean, he could have, and maybe we could not be, honestly. I mean, Mahomes could be on the Bears or something like that, or he could be somewhere else, and Mahomes could not be the star that he is, because people said before Mahomes kind of made his stride pretty much in this league, and where he pretty much kind of became who he was as Mahomes and pretty much the face of the league. That was kind of starting to become Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was an MVP candidate. He was going to be the MVP of that season, and he was playing historical. Like he was playing great, and just at all, like he was at all cylinders. He was just locked in, and we were all big Carson Wentz fans. And obviously, with what happened was Nick Foles rode the wave, and the team rode the wave with Nick Foles, and they were able to beat actually the greatest quarterback in the NFL in history, in Tom Brady. They were able to beat him, and that was awesome. That was great. But could they have had like a dynasty like what the Chiefs had? I think they could have, which is kind of crazy to say. The Eagles could have, and I think maybe we do get a shot to beat Tom Brady. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, it's a huge what if. It's a huge what if certain things did not happen. The good thing is, though, we did get 2 Super Bowls out of this, even though like there's a lot of what ifs with this as well. And we look back and like, oh, damn, we should have drafted Justin Jefferson. We still got a Super Bowl. Still, somehow we were like Howie Roseman was still able to redeem himself somehow and get A.J. Brown, draft Devontae Smith. So he was able to capitalize on that and make up for what he did. Because he knows, and he knows that he made the wrong pick with getting Jalen Reagor. So definitely he knows that was the wrong pick, but he's definitely made up for what he's done. And I think that tomorrow definitely is going to bring back some memories. I mean, hearing the voice of Carson Wentz under center is going to be a little weird. I've heard it. We've heard it a couple times when he played for the Commanders, and it definitely was weird because we were so used to it. Being Eagles fans, but Carson Wentz, as Dalton said, I think all the stuff that has happened to him, seeing Nick Foles be the quarterback to win the Super Bowl for the Eagles, and seeing the guy who he was replaced with in Jalen Hurts win a Super Bowl, this could either tomorrow destroy him or this could feed him, which I'm hoping it kind of destroys him so we win. But I mean, also, I think Carson Wentz, as we said before, great man.
You're still rooting for him, aren't you, buddy? A little bit. If they beat us a little bit, I hear what you're saying. I wouldn't be mad. I'd be happy for Carson in a way.
I would, but here's the thing, though. It's like when he was doing his things, like he was forcing stuff, and he was so injured. I really didn't want him anymore. I did not want him, and I was happy when we got Jalen Hurts because I was ready to turn a new page. I was ready for it because the Carson Wentz that we saw from before just wasn't there. That guy's just not around anymore. I mean, the drive that he had, it's just not there. So, but yeah, I have nothing but respect for him. I wish him nothing but the best. But playing us, though, I mean, I can't root for him, obviously. But No, I mean, it definitely is like a huge what if situation, as Fratty was really bringing up. So it definitely it makes you think. It definitely makes you think, like, what if this happened? What if that happened? But the good thing is, though, as I said before, we were able to get 2 Super Bowls out of, I mean, Carson Wentz is, I mean, pretty much the guys who backed him up. So Nick Foles was his backup and Jalen Hurts was his backup. And they both, the crazy thing was, they both won a Super Bowl. And Wentz actually got to witness both, which is crazy. He was there for both of those Super Bowls, which is insane to think about. It really is. So, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. I think the Eagles, and we talked about this a little bit, I think the Eagles really got to get out of their head. And right now, and I definitely thought about this as well with the whole A.J. Brown situation and him not having his quarterbacks back. Definitely, they need to get on the same track. I think they will. And tomorrow is a new page, and tomorrow is a chance for you to do that. So go out there and do it. And if they can't, I mean, it really shows that something is going wrong with this locker room, and something is really screwed up with Patullo, because I mean, he should not be a coordinator. He really shouldn't. But let's see if he can prove us wrong. We've doubted coordinators before, and they've proven us wrong before. So let's keep on proving him wrong, and let's see if he can. I mean, let's keep on doubting him, and maybe he proves us wrong. So we'll see. But I think the Eagles, they definitely. I mean, them playing Wentz. There's a lot of players that do not know what Wentz's tendencies are. They're not really used to him, especially on the defensive side. A lot of those players that played with him in Super Bowl 52, or they also played with Wentz when they were here as an Eagle, aren't really here anymore. So a lot of these, but I think for the most part, though, I think they will know what to do, and hopefully we can knock down Wentz and we can stop him for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. Make sure to join us tomorrow at Founding Brothers on Main Street, brother. I want to see you there. Founding Brothers, Main Street, Newark, Delaware. I'll hope to see you guys there. We will be watching on the big TVs at the bar, and then we will have a live post-game show that you will be able to be a part of. So get out there. Let's have some fun, and I hope to see you guys soon. But that is all we got for Sippin' Sports this Saturday morning. My stomach is growling, so I got to go get something to eat. I hope everybody has a great and safe weekend. Be smart, make good choices to the kids out there, and have fun. Have fun. Life's short. Go out, get some sunlight, and hopefully the Eagles dig themselves out of this hole tomorrow. Mac, appreciate you as always, brother. I hope you have a good weekend too.
See you tomorrow. Let's go Birds. Let's get the dub.
Go Birds.
Listening to Sippin' Sports, a Philly sports talk morning show with